we're at the final days of our recording session. It's been 32 very long days in here for this second session of the second half of the record. And I've spent most of my time in this space here, staring out of that window occasionally. And yeah, we're on the home stretch. The songs are sounding really good.
I've been at the studio for about 6 weeks now, I think. I was the first one down here, and because guitars are one of the things which are sort of the wild card when we come to the studio. We often don't know what we're doing, so they sent me down early to really just experiment and just bounce off Forry and sort of get a head start. And we found that's the best way to get the most special results, when we just bounce different ideas with the guitars. And pretty much every song we come in with is just a shell of a song, and then it grows massively as the process goes on.
It's been quite an interesting experience to be working on so many songs at once, but this particular session we were a little bit more organised, and a couple of the songs in this one were pretty written. The ultimate scenario is just bring in a backbone of chords and simple rhythms, and then the story told, and then the guys just go for it and flesh it out.
We'd done all the pre-production beforehand up in Brisbane. Forrester came up, we worked through the songs, arrangements and parts and stuff, individual parts. We jumped in here to Sing Sing South on about the 11th, I think it was. So all the drums have been done, they got done first, about 6 days, and then the guys have just been sort of going separately in different rooms. Kim's been in the live room, sort of doing his bit. Rob's been in the control room with Forrester, sort of getting all the guitars down, and Stuart's just started tracking last night, just started working in another room.
I've started working on bass in a separate room, just to sort of get ahead before I go into the control room and do final takes.
Doing a song called Big right now. I'm not sure we're going to call it Big. It's kind of like a Tom Hanks movie, if I recall correctly. We're just laying down guitars, and we tend to layer heaps of stuff on top of each other. So this is probably layer 50,000 right now, and that's about it.
Real strings just have a magic to them that you can't make happen with programming it fast enough. In particular, that song, the design, we snuck some in, bypassed our management's decision making process, which I guess when they watch this video they'll find out about. But yeah, we got some players in to do some string parts, and it's pretty cool. Just trying to create our own sounds for the additional sounds that are going in, rather than going through looking for a preset on a synthesizer program or something. So Stuart does some quite amazing stuff with swells and effects on his bass, and we've got a theremin in for some rising swelly parts, which we all had a go at doing, but you have to be you have to have a really steady hand to use a theremin, and Luke and I both had a crack at it, that we were too coffeed up, and we're like just so Forrester not having to do that. One of my favourite tracks is definitely This Is the Warning. It's got quite a peak where we just did some group drumming, which we're pretty excited about doing live as well. And we just got there and we just designed a beat that felt like just walking through everyday life, and just that normal, you know, when you're just a part of it, and there's not too much thought and there's not too much overanalyzing about everything. You're doing it. You're getting up, you're going to work, and you're smiling, you're sedating yourself in the evening and that kind of stuff. But then there's rhythmical moments in the songs where it's like you have a moment of the truth of what's going on, and you go, shit, you know, am I even living the life I want to live, or am I living the life of what's been kind of thrown out? You know, what it feels like it's been designed for us to live, to make it easier. And there's moments where the rhythm jumps from a nice little rolling along rhythm to a really jagged tech kind of, it's like someone's peeled back the fabric and you're seeing the seething underbelly of some strange construct that we're not supposed to see. It's definitely, I think, the favourite song I've ever written, as far as like it came together, and the words and everything just really matches up. I guess what we tried to tell with the song wasn't like a political preachy song. It was more of, actually, to the person that really made me think about it is Lucius from a band called Cog. Filled in for Luke for a couple of weeks, and he's quite a amazing spiritual kind of guy, and like he just, in a way, was just refusing to let me keep ignoring these kind of things that were in front of my face. And definitely after a week of hanging out with him, the next week I was just walking around going, shit, it really is all around me, in front of my face, and you know, I still don't know what I could physically do to make a difference about it, but I certainly, he made me write a song about it anyway.